The Australian side of my family does not like horror movies at all, but the Mexican side does.
She sat there on a national talk show smiling, laughing even, and she just let it slip. Not the movie plot, not some cute behind-the-scenes story, something much darker, something about her own blood. And look, the host laughed it off. The audience clapped. Everyone moved right along like she hadn't just said what she said. But you caught it, didn't you? You already know what I'm about to say, because you're not the type to let that slide. Here's the thing though, she's young, 25 now, 23 when they filmed this thing called Obsession, a horror movie that's breaking records nobody thought possible. Beating E.T., can you believe that? Steven Spielberg's masterpiece, and this little film about a cursed wish box is running right alongside it. The numbers don't lie. But the numbers aren't what I want to talk about. Not even close. Her name is Indy Never Ready, and during that interview, she started talking about her family. Not in that polished, PR-trained way either. She was nervous. Rambling a bit. You could see it in her eyes. And when the host asked if her family was comfortable watching her in a horror movie, she said something that should have stopped the whole room cold. She said the Australian side of her family doesn't like horror. But the Mexican side, oh, they love it? Then she laughed and added, and this is the part you need to hear, that her Aunt Maria used to babysit her at age 5. And what did Aunt Maria put on the television? Chucky, the murderous doll. But wait, it gets worse. She didn't just watch it. The aunt had Chucky dolls in her bathroom, just sitting there, staring. And little Indy, age 5, would sit on that toilet terrified, holding it in because she was too scared to be in that room alone. She said, actually, let me rephrase that. She laughed about it, like it was funny, like a 5-year-old being psychologically tormented by horror icon dolls in a grown woman's bathroom is just a cute family quirk. And the audience cheered. They actually cheered. Now I need you to stay with me here, because this isn't just one weird aunt. This is a pattern. You see, earlier in that same interview, Indy revealed that her family's Thanksgiving tradition isn't football. It isn't prayer before the meal. It's watching Jackass, the show where grown men do dangerous, degrading, sometimes grotesque things to their own bodies while eating. She said it like it was nothing. Mom, brother, her, all of them sitting around the Thanksgiving table watching men get hit in the groin and stapled to things. And you know what? She wanted to be in the Jackass movie. She actually had a plan to convince Johnny Knoxville to let her be in it. Her words, I think I could fit in that position. Think about that for a second. This is the same girl who on her 18th birthday went skydiving and then immediately got her nipples pierced. Same day. Her brothers didn't know the second part. She just announced it on live television, while her mom sat in the audience. And look, I'm not here to shame anyone's choices. That's not what this is about. What this is about is what happens when no one says stop. Let me talk to you quietly for a moment. Just you and me. Because this part matters. When a 5-year-old is exposed to violent horror imagery, not accidentally, but as regular babysitting entertainment, something changes in that child's brain. The line between fun and fear gets blurred. The line between normal and abusive gets erased. And when that same child grows up thinking watching grown men injure themselves is a proper Thanksgiving activity, when she thinks announcing body modifications to a national audience with her mom in the room is just casual conversation, you see the through line. You feel it in your gut. She never learned what healthy boundaries look like because nobody protected her. And here's the part that should make you angry. Nobody protected her then, and nobody is protecting her now. The talk show host laughed. The producers cheered. The audience clapped. Hollywood is celebrating her. She's the new Ort girl. The movie about a cursed wish that turns love into violent obsession is breaking box office records. And the industry is holding her up as authentic, quirky, refreshing. They don't see what you see. Or maybe they do. Maybe they just don't care. Because here's what they don't want you to know. This isn't one family's weird story. This is the blueprint. Hollywood has been celebrating broken people for generations. The ones who normalize the abnormal, who laugh about childhood terror, who turn family dysfunction into charming anecdotes on late-night kutches. And we eat it up. We press like. We buy tickets. We make them famous. But you're different. You already knew that. You saw that interview and something felt wrong. Not scandalous in the fun gossip way. Wrong in the deep, quiet, this is not okay way. And you're right to feel that. You're right to be angry. Indy Never Ready isn't the villain here. She's not even the story. The story is the system that raised her, entertained her, molded her into exactly what the machine wants. Someone who will smile while revealing her own wounds. Someone who will turn trauma into content. And we're supposed to just watch, clap, stream the movie. Never ask why a 5-year-old was alone in a bathroom with Chucky dolls. So I'll ask you directly, I want you to really sit with this. How many other young stars are sitting on couches right now, laughing about things that should have never happened to them? And why isn't anyone asking the real questions? Not about the movie, about the family, about the aunt, about the traditions we're supposed to pretend are just quirky and lovable. Drop it in the comments, because they won't talk about this. You already know I'm right, and that's why you're still here.